Welcome to New Things I Would Change episode, you faithful bastards. Here I talk about what aspects of the game I don't like and would like it changed. It is highly subjective and opinionated video containing my vision of the game in question. Each of us have their own vision and opinion, so agreeing or disagreeing on this type of video is completely irrelevant, as this is not a review. Outriders is game in question this time. Game with lots of good and lots of bad. I'm going to try to paint a picture what and how I would like this game to change to reach maximum potential in my eyes. First and probably most obvious aspect of this game I can't stand are expeditions. There are many things I would change here, so let's start with most obvious flaw, and that is time limit. In this game it doesn't work, period. Expeditions play out the same, with same mix of enemies, but locations, length and difficulty vary a lot. Most of the gold times are unachievable in tiers that are same level as your gear, so you are going to play always same ones that have more realistic gold times and most likely couple of tiers below your gear level to get easier gold times. Not only does it remove any sort of methodical approach, but it forces players to constantly have pressure to finish as fast as possible. Didn't your girlfriend tell you already that it is not a good thing to rush and finish early? Problem is that there are thousands of enemies constantly bum rushing you or shooting from all possible angles, and you have to meet them head on for the most part to get best of times, while making cover mechanic mostly useless. Another defensive measure that is almost useless is dodge. Oh, and enemies hit like trucks on equivalent tiers. Another issue with time limit is that it narrows viable builds significantly, as only one or two per class can reach gold at higher tiers, making whole character progression system almost pointless at that point. It is a shame that we are being punished for trying to create something interesting that can work, but never on the same level as those untouchable builds all using same things. By killing variety, game essentially kills longevity, as running same expeditions over and over again with same build gets boring quickly. Instead of time limit, there is simple solution for players wanting to make this into a racing game. Just introduce leaderboards instead of time limits and award fastest bastard each day or something along those lines. With this change, game gets increased longevity due to many different builds becoming viable all of a sudden. It makes the game competitive for players seeking that type of personal challenge due to leaderboards being present, and we are also allowed to play just a little bit more defensively, even though with how expeditions are structured it wouldn't be realistic in the end, cause it requires change altogether. To make game more methodical and fun in my eyes, expeditions need to play more like campaign or side missions. Make it look like dungeons of some sort. Just throwing tons of crappy enemies at us wave after wave is definition on unimaginative and boring. Check out this example of campaign mission gameplay. I really had fun in campaign and most side quests, as they are structured differently, allowing more options in terms of builds and approach. So how could we achieve similar playstyle in expeditions? For starters, many enemies need to be reworked. Imbalance is staggeringly obvious. Alphas can continuously ram into player doing fast attacks with heavy damage without recovery. Flying enemies are pain in the arse to deal with, especially Strix, mosquitoes or whatever the fuck they are. Especially difficult to deal with on consoles. Damage they do is unreal and needs severe nerf. Snipers do insane damage and can't miss. They have, however, said that future update will address sniper issue. Forget about stormtroopers in this game, humans barely miss and snipers are biggest offenders of that. AI is quite good, and that makes snipers especially dangerous, as they will do what snipers do, camp from safe distance while you are being gangbanged by his friends. Overall, there is way too much AoE and tracking attacks where dodge is useless. This is not challenging or difficult, this is just simply annoying. Not to mention all the stuns and staggers, which is more obvious versus monsters. No matter what enemies do, you get staggered. Tank something for fuck's sake, are you altered or altered sissy? Another issue with expeditions is loot system. Expeditions are highly unrewarding until highest of tiers. So not only they are unimaginative, build limiting, imbalanced, boring and messy, add on top of all that unrewarding too. What a joy they are, right? Loot system needs rework in my opinion. It needs to add some fixed jobs, especially for sets. Incredibly frustrating system where some legendary jobs are part of a set while others aren't. Also they come with tier 3 mods, so you are likely going to have to acquire one piece twice to unlock full build potential. With this system it can take you weeks to get gear piece you need. And don't even try to mention that simpleton selling legendaries whose inventory changes once a week. He is useless, as that box he is sitting on. My advice would be to add more set bonuses so that every legendary is part of something. No reason for so few set bonuses. That would unlock more builds as well, increasing longevity of the whole game. Attributes on gear need to be more sensible. Don't have an idea here how to fix it due to damn RNG, but I don't ever want to see shotgun with long range damage option again. There are two major failures when it comes to character progression. First is that one mod slot is locked forever upon changing other mod. This just adds to already painful RNG and grind and annoys me to fuck and back. It serves no other purpose if you think about it. What is the point of that? Let us exchange both. Similar thing with class skill tree. What a wasted potential. Giving you just enough points to reach end of one path. That is it. I mean, what the fuck? This game pisses me off so much at times with its direction and ideas. When you start playing, all the mods, skill tree and skills make your imaginations tingle with excitement of all the build possibilities. But when you reach endgame you become dumbfounded as game limits you in almost all possible aspects. Time limits, not enough skill tree points to even look at other skill tree paths to branch out, only one moddable mod slot. It's like someone tempting you with an amazing cake while allowing only one bite. What I would do is make both mod slots moddable and grant about 10 to 15 more points for the skill tree. That would allow much more freedom and build potential. It would also allow increased utilization of defensive-oriented middle skill tree in solo expeditions that would prevent players from being killed so quickly. Dodge needs to be reworked. It needs more invulnerability frames. I would remove Phantom Dash mod and make dodge work like Phantom Dash all the time to make it even remotely useful. While playing campaign and side content, I am very annoyed by timer that prevents us from leaving encounters. Why is that there? It limits freedom of movement and locks us in encounters we might not want to participate in. Just remove that limitation. Also, camera shake needs to go during cutscenes. Horrible idea. And fix them sign-in issues already. People can fly, but apparently they can't sign in. Anyway, that would be it for this video. Outriders have plenty things I really like, but plenty I don't, and this video is my vision what I would change to benefit the game from my perspective. Hope you enjoyed it, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more content.